Okay, so this happened last week. I've been working on this track for an hour and a half. Whew. I mean, I'd actually been working on the track for a lot longer, but the thing I was working on that day, I spent an hour and a half on. I was trying to line up individual audio clips for kick drums and snare drums with an Octo-Rex loop that has become like the basis of that track. I was an hour and a half in, lined up a whole bunch of drums, and I go to save, and I have a write issue, and I lose everything that I just had done. Let's just say it wasn't the best, but you know, I came back the next day and did the thing. I've discovered though, I've been messing around with Ableton, and I'm fairly sure that I've got an easier way of doing what I just did in Reason in Ableton. I'm in this weird place because the more I use Ableton, the more I'm like, this is dope. Sequencer is awesome. I've come to the point where I now realise that Ableton Sequencer is far superior to Reason's in almost every way. Almost. There's like a little bit of features that Reason is better than Ableton in terms of the sequencer, in my opinion. I think next week I'm actually going to start a series comparing Ableton and Reason as I am delving into Ableton and discovering new features. Because I think it's interesting. As someone who's been a long time Reason user and is all of a sudden delving into Ableton, I feel like I've got a good perspective on the pros and cons of different aspects of each software, like the sequencer. So yeah, if you're interested in Ableton and you use Reason, keep an eye out for that next week. We have the drum part. Okay, I feel like this Octo-Rex loop and this snare drum are not hitting at the same time, so convert pattern automation to notes. Alright, so if we go in here and we look at this Rex clip, yeah, it's happening like just before. So what we'll do then is line up our snares so they're hitting then. Maybe like there-ish, probably like, see how that sounds. Can you hear that? I reckon that sounds far better. I'm gonna have to do this with the kicks as well. Yeah, so these kicks are starting at a different time too. I have to line these up manually. See, I wish, look, Papelli, this is a great example of why I want to be able to individually resize these tracks, because I can kind of see this tiny little line right here, which is where the MIDI clip is. But if I could individually resize this track, it would be so much easier to see where my MIDI note is, which would make lining up things like this just far easier. This is, oh my gosh, this is currently my biggest frustration with Reason right now. Alright, okay, I'm gonna stop ranting about that, because I've been ranting about that too much recently. This is time consuming, but it's really gonna make all the difference to how tight this loop sounds with these kick and snare drums. What does it mean it can't be completed because of a write problem? We've had that error before. No, I cannot lose the work I've just done. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be so mad if this doesn't save. Crap, what can I do? No. Oh my gosh, I don't think I saved for a while. Alright, this is where we see where the reason has completely destroyed the last hour and a half of production. Cool, recovered audio is nothing. Oh my gosh. All of the aligning I did, which I've probably been working on for the last hour, is all gone. Oh my gosh, why did that happen? Why did that happen? The moral of the story is just save often. And I usually do, but more often. I just can't, I cannot just jump straight back in and do all of that again. I'm gonna go make more coffee. We are back for round 2 of lining up drum clips. Today, I'm trying it a little bit differently. Reason is currently saving, so, you know, let's hope that's a trend. What I've done today, because I'm having to redo everything, is I didn't bounce the Octo-Rex down to the MIDI clips, and so I just bounced it straight to audio, and now I am using the audio to line the clips up. So one thing you can do is if you have a clip highlighted, if you hold down Command, it'll like jump it and use the left and right keys. It'll move the clip along by whatever the grid is set at. But if you hold down Command and Alt, it'll move it along by like 1 tick. So that's a really good way. It's a really good way to test exactly where the kick sounds best in terms of phasing and stuff. Save. I'm gonna be religious with saving today. Whew, can't stand another hour of work to lose it all. Don't actually know if I want the transient of that one. So I'm gonna try it without. I think it's better without. Like, I don't feel like that one's adding anything particular to the sound, and if something's not adding something to the sound, it's probably a better idea just to get rid of it. Alright guys, that is today's video. Hope you learned something, even if that's just to save your work far more often. But, you know, I hope you learned something about lining up drum clips with other drum clips to make them sound fat. Anyway, if you like this video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel. Like I said, I've got that Reason Ableton video coming out next week, and yeah, see you guys later.